Hello guys, John here with Video Gaming for You, and today I want to talk about my monster movie collection. I got Godzilla and Gamera, I got Blu Rays and DVDs, so this might take a hot minute, so just bear with me. I promise I have some goodies that you might not have or have, that I have gotten over the past 2 3 years, since the big hike of Godzilla has returned and everything. I did see Godzilla Resurgence, really good. Both the 2014 and Godzilla Resurgence had their ups and downs, but Toho did a hell of a job with Godzilla Resurgence or Shin Godzilla. I can't wait for it to be on Blu-ray or DVD here in the States because I will buy it. All right, so anyway, let me get right into my DVDs. I don't have many, I just have a few. I went a long time ago. They had a sale, and I got the Godzilla collection right here, which includes the original uncut Godzilla King of the Monsters or Gojira. And on the back here, it shows what's in each DVD. Like, okay, in Volume 1, you got Gojira, Godzilla King of the Monsters. You got Godzilla Rise Again, and Mothra vs. Godzilla. That's in DVD 1. In Volume 2, you got Gigra the Three-Headed Monster, Invasion of the Astro Monster, All Monsters Attack, All Monsters Attack, aka Godzilla's Revenge, and Terror of Mechagodzilla. So I'm gonna take these out really, really quick. Um, yeah, it's just a basic cover. They did have eight different individual DVD releases, but I do not have any of those. And on the back, that's what it looks like. It shows off all the monsters, and when you open it, you get let's see, the Gojira, ooh, Godzilla Rise Again, and Mothra vs. Godzilla. And then in Volume 2, I can get the thing open. Gigra, the Three-Headed Monster, Invasion of the Astro Monster, and Godzilla's Revenge. Let's see. And there's Terra Mechagodzilla. So that's pretty cool. So I got that a long time ago. It's like 20 bucks. They had it on sale on Amazon or Overstock. I can't remember which one I got it off of, but it was like $20. So I picked that up with I picked this up with my very first YouTube check back in 2011. That's how old this is. I remember that. Okay, the second DVD I have is Rodan and War of the Gargantuas. Nothing too crazy about this. Really good movies, by the way. Um, Here's the back if y'all can see it. I apologize for the glare. The special features is basically the uncut Japanese versions with English subtitles. Wow, I cannot talk today. English dubbed and original documentary bringing Godzilla down to earth, down to size. I'm sorry, which is a really good documentary. If you haven't seen it, I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube. If it is, I will link it below. I can't remember. So yeah, that's what this one. What this one. So yeah, this is what Rodan War of God Against look like. But this is just basic. Here's Rodan. You get your regular disc in here, and then on the other side you get War of the Gargantuas. Really neat. I think these are on Hulu right now. I think all the Godzilla collection and that is on the Hulu right now. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they are. Okay, so I was really excited for this next release when it came out. Godzilla vs. Biollante. First time on DVD. I remember when it was announced and when Walmart put the pre-order up, I went ahead and snagged one when I had the money. It was like $10, so so that's when I got it. I remember doing a video on this, which is really bad, a really bad unboxing video of this. If you want to call it that, if you ever go back and look, it's really bad. So anyway, here's what this one looks like up close. The Super Beast Battle of the Century. Here's what the back looks like. I don't think there's anything on. Oh yeah, there's art on the disc. This is what the disc looks like. No insert for whatever reason though. And I know like recently there's been like a slew of different copies. Another movie company got the rights to this because Miramax lost the rights to this, and somebody else picked it up. And it comes with like 3 or 4 different movies on it and all that. like three-headed shark attack, and it'll be this movie and three-headed shark attack, blah blah blah. You get the drift. So yeah, and I know a lot of people don't consider this part of the Godzilla collection or in the universe of Godzilla, but this is the 1998 Godzilla movie. For what it's worth, it's okay. If it's not a God, if you don't think of it as a Godzilla movie, if you think of it as just a basic monster movie, then I feel like it's okay. Um, I really don't have nothing to say about it. I watched it in theaters, like everybody else. Um, it's okay. I mean, I'm not. It's not the greatest movie in the world, no, by no means at all. But it's pretty good. It's a good. I like it. I don't care if nobody else likes it. Okay, so here we go in our Blu-rays. Yeah, the Blu-rays. So before I continue with Godzilla, I want to interrupt this originally scheduled program. I'm such an idiot. And I got the Gamera Volume 1 and 2 on Blu-ray. Volume 1 has Gamera, the giant monster, Godzilla versus Gamera. Yeah, I would love to see that. Gamera, the giant monster, the original black and white version. Gamera versus Baragon, Gamera versus Gauss, and Gamera versus Virus. All these are Japanese version, uncut, with the subtitles. These do not have the dub versions. Shout Factory has the dub versions of these on DVD. So if you want the dubbed, look up Shout Factory Gamera, and that's where you'll find it. For Volume 2 here, you get Gamera versus Giron. I hope I'm saying these right. Gamera versus Jigar. I can't. These names are weird. Gamera versus Zigra. And Gamera Super Monster. Um, a little cool fact about this is when I was a little kid, this used to come on Comedy Central, Mystery Science Theater 3000, and they used to make fun of these movies all the time. But I loved it because they were showing monster movies, and then because like Saturday was Grandpa's Saturday on TBS when they did the monster flicks, and then a few days after that they'll do the Comedy Central. Mystery Science Theater 3000 movies, and you got to see more monster movies, so it was great. And okay, moving on. I got Gamera on Blu-ray, the trilogy. So it comes with Gamera, Guardian of the Universe, Gamera 2, Attack of the Legion, and Gamera 3 of Revenge of Iris, or Isis. Iris, not Isis. I'm sorry. That's bad. That's real bad. So yeah. So that's pretty cool. All these are original uncut Japanese versions, and they are English dubbed as well. This is what the back looks like. I don't think the discs have any. Oh yeah, I can show these off real quick. So this is what that is what the disc look like. I'll go back on these real quick and see if. So yeah, it's just basic volume 2 on that. And I've still got the slip covers. Normally people throw them away, but I don't. I always keep my slip covers. And there's that. That's pretty cool. If you just heard somebody burp, that was my sister. She's drunk. Just saying. Alright. So that's the first half. I got a ton more here. I hope you guys are ready. Alright, so we got Godzilla the 2014 version. I really like this version. Really good. I like it. Nothing wrong with it. Well, the only downfall I have of it is there's not enough monster action. Every time they cut to Godzilla and then he's about to do something, they cut away, and that just drove me crazy. I don't know why they did that. And then Bryan Cranston, the greatest actor living today, they kill him off in like the first 30 minutes. Like, what the hell? Spoiler alert if anybody has not seen it. It's the epic showdown. I don't know if I ever used a code on here. But here is just basic Godzilla. But if you haven't seen this movie, you should. It's pretty good. Alright, so now we're going to the Toho Godzilla collection from Sony. And basically what they did was when Godzilla 2014 was coming out, they released all these Blu-rays. in celebration of Godzilla returning to theaters and all that, and basically to cash in on the Godzilla hype, which was fine with me because I didn't have any of them. So yeah, the first one we got Godzilla versus King Ghidorah, and Godzilla and Mothra: The Battle for Earth. So yeah, here's a little closer look. Remastered in high definition. Here's what the back looks like. Sorry for the glare. Ooh, this fell out. They got like good Blu-ray art on the covers there, so that's pretty cool. I like that. Really neat. Only thing I do hate is they have really basic, really basic DVD. Like when you pop it in, it's just like a picture of Godzilla, and it's like play movie, play chapter, play trailers, and that's it. No music, no nothing. But it is what it is. These were like $7.99 when they came out, so you can't complain. So if you don't have these on DVD, or if you already had them on DVD and wanted to Blu-ray, this is your chance to get them. I'm pretty sure they still sell them. I don't know why they wouldn't, if you're looking for them. Alright, so the next one we got Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2 and Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla. It's a double feature. So that's pretty cool. I like the artwork. And here's what the disc looks like. Goodness gracious, my grammar's like way off today. Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2 was a personal favorite of mine. I remember getting that at Media Play on VHS, and I wore that sumbitch out. That was the first time I found a Godzilla movie. I didn't even know they made more Godzilla movies after '98. And I didn't know they made them like in the early '90s or whatever. So when I found them, I was like, oh my god, I've never seen these before. So it was like a whole new experience and brought back my love for Godzilla for a while. So here's the next one, and for some reason the case is messed up. Whatever. We got Godzilla vs. Destroyer and Godzilla vs. Megaguirus, and it's probably because I watched this the most because I love Godzilla vs. Destroyer. It's a really good movie. And yes, that Godzilla and Godzilla vs. Destroyer really reminds me of the Godzilla in the new Godzilla movie, Shin Godzilla or Godzilla Resurgence. So this is what the back looks like. And here's what the disc looks like. Pretty cool. Can't complain. Yeah, the snapper things broke, whatever. And I got really upset when they brought these out because it's like the only ones you got, and they put Godzilla versus Destroyer, and then Godzilla versus Megaguirus. Well, Megaguirus didn't come after Godzilla versus Destroyer because Godzilla died in Godzilla versus Destroyer, and then there was Godzilla 2000, and then Godzilla versus Megaguirus. Then we found out that they brought it back, but they brought in both the U.S. version and the Japanese version. Both of them are different. The Japanese has more footage of Godzilla in the movie itself, whereas the U.S. version cut it down and all that. And I don't know if anybody watches this video is going to remember this, but when I watched it in the movie theaters, at the very end of the movie when he was shooting the flame across and then the credits started rolling up, there was a big green question mark. And no version I saw has this at the end. And I don't know if anybody else remembers that or if it's just me, I don't know. But I remember that vividly. Like I went to the theater and at the end it was like a big question mark. Like, is he coming back for real? Which he did because he made like 6 more movies. Alright, moving on, we got Godzilla versus, this is a long title. Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah, Giant Monsters All-Out Attack, and Godzilla against Mechagodzilla. GMK is one of my favorite movies next to Godzilla vs. Destroyer. Really good movie. Godzilla is super evil. I love it. If you haven't seen that movie, you really should. The Japanese version is a whole lot better. You get the full Japanese experience. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so next we got Godzilla Tokyo SOS, and Godzilla Final Wars. Final Wars was crazy, man. Like they had every single movie, monster movie in that monster in that movie and everything. And I remember renting it, buying it, and all that. You know, all my friends making fun of me because I was watching the Godzilla movie. You know, but it's like I didn't care. I'm a fucking nerd. I love Godzilla. I don't give a fuck. You know. I remember my friends used to make fun of me so bad. Like, what the fuck is wrong with him watching a Godzilla movie? Fucking idiot. Alright, so next we got The Rebirth of Mothra 1, 2, and 3. The only reason why I picked this one up is because it finishes out the Toho collection on my end. So, that's what these looks like. It's just no picture art, just basic 1, 2, and 3. But for what they worth, they are pretty good. The first one and the third one is really good. The third one is really good because it's Mothra versus King Ghidorah, and that's a really good battle. But it's kind of weird because it's not the same Ghidorah from the Godzilla franchise. It's like it's the same monster, but he doesn't act the same. You have to watch it to figure it out. He basically goes around and steals all these kids, and I don't know. It's weird. He's gonna kill all the kids on Earth. It's kind of weird. So if you haven't seen it, you should really watch it. It's really it's different and it's pretty good. The second one's okay when he's battling that water dragon thing underneath the water, but it's not that great. That was like the least of my favorites of that movie series. Wow, that's a lot of Godzilla movies, and I'm not even done yet, guys. All right, so I'm trying to think. Media Blasters, I think, released 2 movies. Destroy All Monsters on Blu-ray. They also put them out on DVD. Real quick before I move on, the Toho Godzilla collection. They just recently re-released these on DVD, but they're like 7 on one disc or whatever. I don't know for sure how many discs, but they do have it on DVD. But it's like a mega pack, and it has like 7 movies in one or whatever. So if you want the DVD versions, you can't get them at Walmart. Fairly cheap. They're not expensive. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out real quick. All right, back to Destroy All Monsters. This is a classic. This was officially going to be the last Godzilla movie ever made, but of course, the popularity of Godzilla, they had to bring him back. Of course, they brought him back. All right, so this has every movie like Final Wars, but this one I think is a lot better than Final Wars. I really like the last battle scene when all the monsters come together and fight King Ghidorah. Really awesome. I like the back. Really cool. The aliens come to Earth, take over all the monsters, and they destroy this world. Really cool. I remember seeing that in the Godzilla book in the library where Godzilla is shooting the bill in New York, and I was like, "What? Godzilla was in New York, and I didn't know." And then we got Godzilla versus Megalon. This is a personal favorite of mine. It's a cheesy movie, but it's really good. It's really funny, very entertaining. Um, I'm gonna read it back. Monsters against Monster for the Lost Continent of Mu. Uh, I have to say this movie has to be the one Godzilla movie that uses the most stock footage in a Godzilla movie. If you think Godzilla's Revenge was bad with the stock footage, watch this movie. Uses so much stock footage. I remember reading on Wikipedia they filmed this movie in 2 weeks. Not even shitting you. So that's how quick they made this movie and threw it out. So there you go. But for what it's worth, it's really good. Megalon and Gigan team up. The bromance is going on. You know, what can you say? All right, so then Universal's like, you know what? Everybody's throwing out these Godzilla movies. We're going to throw out our Godzilla movies, and they threw out King Kong versus Godzilla. The biggest fault I have with this is they do not have the Japanese version, which I think is a lot better because it's longer and it actually tells the story correctly. Some scenes are flip flopped, and some scenes it's kind of weird how they have this one because in the Japanese version it's kind of laid out differently. So yeah, but it's still good. And here's the back. King Kong throwing the train, having a hissy fit. Uh, and they're going to have a rematch here very shortly in 2020. It's already made official. That's why the new Kong movie's coming out. That's why Godzilla 2 is coming out. And then after that, they're doing the rematch. King Kong's 1-0, so we'll see what Godzilla, if he comes back and wins, or if King Kong's going to whoop his ass again. We're going to find out. I'm personally rooting for King Kong this time because King Kong looks like a motherfucking badass in the trailer. Alright, so the next movie we got is King Kong Escapes. This is another cheesy movie if you need a good laugh, a good escape, no pun intended. This is a pretty good movie to watch. You see how goofy King Kong looks. This movie is crazy. I'm going to try to get a close up of one of the scenes. Come on, there we go. And the funny thing about this movie is they don't refer to King Kong as King Kong. Uh, the only person that says the name's a girl. I think I could be wrong. I haven't watched it in a while, but all they ever say is Kong, Kong, Kong. That's his name is Kong. They never call him King Kong, so it's pretty cheesy. A colossal battle between two King Kongs, and you got King Kong on the tower there, the classic, fighting off the helicopters, all that good stuff. I don't think there's anything worth showing on the disc. It just says King Kong escapes. I don't think there's anything on this one either. Nope. Says the same thing. And I think they have a 2-pack where they have them both movies in one. I just decided to get them both separately. Oh man, and here's the last bit of movies. We got Kraken. They have come out and released 4 of the Godzilla movies that I have not seen in a while. And they're on DVD, and they were on DVD on eBay for amounts of money that was just freaking unreal that I was just not going to pay. Like they were like $50 to $75 for a copy of this. It's like ridiculous. It's amazing these scalpers, but you know all they need is one person. And there you go. But anyway, back on topic. We got Godzilla versus the Sea Monster. Really great film, very cheesy. Um, Not much to say about it. He fights a giant crab. You know, they got the slaves working on the island for liquid, so the monster don't attack them and all that good stuff. I'm gonna read the back here. There's nothing suspicious about Leechy Island, unless you count the sea monster the size of a skyscraper. Wow, my grammar guys, I apologize. So that's what this one looks like on the back there. And yeah, this has the English version and the Japanese version. And from what I noticed is they just took the Sony release, those copies, and put them on here. So that's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but they look exactly like the Sony release when they released them on DVD. Next we got Godzilla versus the Smog Monster, and Godzilla versus Hydra. This is the one monster movie that eluded me for years and years and years that I never saw, and I finally got to saw it on Sci-Fi when they had a free preview on cable, and it blew my mind. It was crazy. If you need a cheesy movie to laugh at, this is a good one. You get to learn about pollution and why you shouldn't pollute and all that good stuff. So there's the back here. Hydra wants to stuff the planet with sludge and toxic gas, but first, he's got to fight Godzilla, who kicks his moggy mask. That's exactly what it says. That's amazing. I love that. Great movie. You should definitely watch it if you haven't. Um, so yeah, that's all I can say about it. The next movie we got is Godzilla on Monster Island, or Godzilla vs. Gigan. This after this movie comes the Godzilla vs. Megalon. So yeah, I don't know why I do that. So anyway, we got question: what 65 meters tall has a buzzsaw in his stomach and hooks for hands? Answer: Godzilla's not sure either, but he's got to fight it and King Ghidorah anyway. And that's what the back looks like. Really cool. I'm glad they did that. Really, really cool. And again, it's in English and Japanese. So that's really cool. And then finally, guys, we got Return of Godzilla, Godzilla 1984. I'm so happy Toho allowed this to come out. Uh, this is this was never sorry. This was never released on DVD. You can buy it on bootleg DVD or buy the Japanese version in Japan, but it was never released on DVD in America. So this is the very first time, and it even says it. For the first time in North America, the uncut and uncensored original epic, Godzilla 1984. This premise is kind of like the same premise as Godzilla Resurgence. It's a very political movie. Has to deal with the Russians and uh, just a whole bunch of nations fighting with each other and shooting missiles at Godzilla and satellites and just crazy shit. So this is crazy. I remember watching this on HBO. I think I can't remember, or I might have rented it at the movie store. I can't remember, but it was very terrifying to me as a kid because it was just so not the same Godzilla as we got with like Godzilla versus Monster Zero or whatever. This is like a more serious uh, monster movie, which was great. So on the back it says, "Lost for a generation, a new era in giant monster history begins." So that's pretty cool. So I'm really glad they got this out on Blu-ray. I'm really happy for that. So I had to pick that up when it came out. The only movies I'm really missing, I'm missing two Godzilla movies, and that's Son of Godzilla and Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla from 1974. I'm not going to pay the prices they want on eBay. It's just ridiculous. They have them on Vudu, but I don't want to rent them. I want to buy the official copy. So if anybody knows anybody that has a copy or can find a copy for me out there, I'll be gracious and be happy to talk with you and make deals, whatever, on the side. Just PM me, videogamingforyou at gmail.com, and we can talk from there. So yeah, that is my Godzilla movie collection. I know this video has gone on a while, a lot longer than I thought. I did not realize how much material I had. But yeah, if you're a Godzilla fan, a monster fan, this is definitely for you. Um, you can't go wrong. They're cheap. They're not going to hurt your wallet at all. You can find them on sale regularly from $7 to $11. So yeah, I mean, you take a couple of months or whatever, buy a couple at a time, and bam, you got them all. So yeah, I'm gonna cut the video here. Let me know what you guys think. What kind of do y'all have all the movies? I mean, I used to have a whole bunch of DVDs, VHS. I used to have it all back in the day. So I've been a Godzilla fan for a long, long time. In fact, I've been kind of itching to collect the VHS ones, but I'm not going to do that because I just don't have the room for it. So, all right, guys, thank you guys for watching. I know this video's been long, uh, tedious, probably. Tired of hearing my voice, my southern voice, if you will, the Mecha Dream. You guys have a great day. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time, whenever that is. Thank you guys.